Hello,
options.
here we are, and we are going to do something we haven't done yet until now, which is compare cassia oil with cinnamon oil. And even though they're kind of the same thing, they're really, really, really different. So we're going to start with the one that we started before was cassia.
And
You don't want to put that on there, remember?
yeah, what did you do with it?
We
Did we just make a snippet?
well, no,
Oh.
we put the
Drop of that?
let's do several drops of this, and then one drop, and then we can share it. We only have to put it on one hand too here at home. Little cooperative effort here.
And it tickles.
Okay, well that's enough for me actually. So if you do this at home, you know, like that old saying is, "Don't do this at home." Well, if you do this at home, don't put full strength cassia or cinnamon oil on you, please. It will burn you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Sad.
Exactly. Okay, so I mean, it's inescapable, really. The recognition of my nose takes my head immediately to a bake shop. I mean, I don't know how to not go there with this odor, because cinnamon rolls are so yummy.
Oh, just the smell of the yeast and the sugar and the cinnamon.
Yeah, so I'm not even sure that I'm getting an accurate smell here, because my head is starting to make my mouth water.
Oh.
But that's what the cassia is eliciting in me. Would you grab another one of those for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So how does it make your skin feel? Let's kind of get back to our pattern.
Warm. I feel it just a real subtle.
Yeah, I like what we did this time. Last time it was too much. Remember when it made your arm turn red?
Yeah.
It really did. It made her arm turn red, so please don't do that. Make sure you dilute it with carrier oil. We use fractionated coconut oil. And yes, I feel a little bit of warmth. The cinnamon bun, cinnamon roll type odor. It's warm. It's full-bodied. It's pungent. But it's not quite like cinnamon.
No, it smells more to me like a bark, like a cinnamon bark, different than what I don't know, I guess that's not very descriptive, but this feels denser and different than cinnamon does. So I don't quite get the...
Okay, so this is more like a root.
We're
Because
a bark.
actually cinnamon is a bark, and this is denser than the cinnamon.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back and compare this to kind of make a thing, but after we actually apply the cinnamon. It's warming. It's enlivening. It brings a sense of joy and happiness to an otherwise rainy day out here in the Northwest. Yeah.
So yes, this is very warming, comforting, like a nice comforter, like a thick comforter, and fragrance, lovely fragrances, and
And that was the cassia that we were doing. I'm going to put the lid on that so we don't get too mixed up. Now, can we use your other hand?
yep.
That would be, you cup it a little bit so it doesn't run out.
So my cup doesn't run over.
Yeah, something like that. At least not with oil. Cup runneth thing over with good stuff. Other good stuff is fantastic. Ooh, too much. Also, one of the things that I'm noticing is the size of the bottle is different. That's usually almost always because this cinnamon oil in the small bottle is more expensive. And the reason it's more expensive is because it's harder to get.
Right.
And it's that can be for two reasons. It can be because there's not as much oil in the same amount of stuff. I should have used my other fingers.
I was going to say, did you put it in that? Oh, it's getting warm in my hand. Did you warm it up with your hand? It's like, oh, this is getting warmer.
This is even warmer.
Yeah.
This is warmer than the Cassia.
I'm having a warm moment.
I'm not going to add to that.
Well, warm moments usually mean for me a hot flash. I'm having a warm moment.
Okay, so as I'm smelling the difference now, the cinnamon is actually sweeter.
Uh-huh.
And so Cassia is not a good thing for cinnamon rolls because you want something that's sweet for a cinnamon roll.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going to use actual cinnamon bark oil for something that you want to be sweet. If you want fragrance and that's all you want, maybe Cassia is fine because it's less expensive. But if you really want the quality.
And there is a difference even in the store when you go to buy ground cinnamon. There are differences in the product that you find. I've gone into the Hispanic section where they have spices there, and we'll buy it there because it's better stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And then what I'd find on this normal spice shelf.
Really? Okay. This side's cinnamon. This side's Cassia. My nose is getting a little bit overwhelmed here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can still tell the difference, though. This is fuller bodied, sweeter. The cinnamon is fuller bodied and sweeter. The Cassia is
Denser to me.
denser.
Denser, just more, I think more of wood. I get a picture in my mind of like a cedar wood, but it's not cedar smell, it's the Cassia.
Well, in general, oils that come from roots are more like Cassia, and oils that come from above the ground are more like cinnamon.
Well, that would make sense, because this one would be more, I don't know, encompassing or some more of that earthy smell.
Because the aromatic is going to rise higher up in the plant than the less aromatic, which is going to drop down into the root. So, and I don't know if that's where Cassia comes from, if they harvest it from the root or not. This is just a qualitative comparison here. Really more earthy on the Cassia, more aromatic on the cinnamon, but both are very warming and very welcoming, like the welcoming of a fireplace hearth with a fire in the fire, to warm your body on a cold winter evening, kind of thing. And yeah, you can see that the cinnamon actually is quite a bit stronger than the Cassia.
Actually, this is the cinnamon, this is the Cassia.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Maybe it's just length of time.
That's what I was thinking. It might be the length of time. But I'm wondering if you're freezing.
You wouldn't notice it.
Well, you would notice it, but it might warm you up.
Yes.
If you're having a hard time getting warm.
It will definitely bring the blood supply to your skin.
Right. Because it's getting pink.
I wonder if that would be a good treatment for things like frostbite or something.
I'm wondering about somebody with Raynaud's. You know, where their limbs, where they get kind of waxy cold. What would it be like to use that for them?
Yeah.
To get some circulation back.
Yeah, this is by no means a prescription for treating any kind of a disease. We're just having a discussion here.
Possible. At your own risk.
Yeah.
But wow.
Yeah, it's not doing the same thing to me. You must be more sensitive.
Generally, I am.
Yeah.
My skin is usually more general to stuff.
Okay. Okay, so again, any kind of a mood altering that you would like to move more into a sweet, sensual, also warm, party, welcoming, warming, fire and the fireplace kind of feeling. Excellent for that. And of course, anything that is depressing and all of that, you could maybe use that to help you get out of that.
Right, good stuff.
So spiritually, everything's all good.
Lifted.
Everything's all good. Okay, well, thank you for joining us again. We hope you're having a wonderful life, and we'll see you next time. Bye.